I'm just going to show you the Rafiq deck that I play at my local store for EDH. He is an exalted guy, a Bant colors. Whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets double strike. So he makes everything pretty big. First up, we have Cruise and Grip, Mana Drain, Counterspell, Dissipate. I only run these three counters. It's not really a control deck. It's like creature control, but I just need some counters for when people try to stop me from attacking them. I have Green Sun Zenith, just to search up the creatures. Enlightened Tutor. Eladomir's Call, more creature search. Bant Charm. It has a lot of modes. Destroys an artifact, tucks creature, or counters an instant spell. For our mass removal, we have Wrath of God and Supreme Verdict. For the spot removal, we have Swords of Plowshare and Path to Exile. Birthing Pod. So Birthing Pod, I have pretty much one of every casting cost up to, I think, 8 in this deck. So it works really well. I can always get something. Next is Top, EDH staple. And was always Jit. It gets crazy with double strike. Gets so many counters. Sword of Fire and Ice. Sword of Light and Shadow. And Peace and Famine. Again, double sword triggers with double strike is always nice. Survival of the Fittest, probably one of the most broken enchantments there is. We have Mirari's Wake for double mana. Aura Shards. Well, when you're playing a lot of creatures, destroying other artifacts and enchantments is really nice with this card. They're all over one-drop creatures. Noble Hierarch. And Mother of Runes. For 2-drops, we have Fauna Shaman. Just another survival, basically. A little slower, but... Scavenging Ooze. Grand Abolisher. Spellskite. It's really nice for when people try to target my attacker with the removal spell or Rafiq. Just put Voice of Resurgence. Another Grand Abolisher kind of effect. Pride Mage. Another good for getting another Exalted trigger, and of course destroying artifacts and enchantments. Katagi's War Wage is more artifact hate. Galactique, super good against anything that likes to play high converted mana cost non-creature spells, mostly blue. Stoneforge, search up my equipments. Gilded Drake, it's just still other people's stuff. Bloom Tinder, it taps for 3 a lot of times, especially when Rafiq is out. Now for 3-drops, we have Reclamation Sage. It's nice to destroy like 2 things if you have Aura Shards out. Managorger Hydra. This guy gets super big, super fast in multiplayer. And having him with Trample is really good with Double Strike. This is something that you don't really want attacking you. Cold Ice Selkie, it draws you tons of cards with Double Strike. Harmonic Sliver, just another Rex Sage type effect. Even Mind Sensor for a lot of the black decks or anything that like to search a lot. Neither Reliquary, it lets us search for Gaia's Cradle and Maze of Ith or whatever other lands we might need. Eternal Witness. Any green deck should probably be playing this card. Ooh, Savala. I love Savala. She's I don't always get the triggers off of her for drawing cards, but just adding a bunch of mana is really nice. Even if my guy's only like a 4-5, a 4-4, 4-5, or whatever, just getting 4 or 5 mana is really good. It's best to use it after, like in your main phase too, after you attack with like a Rafiq trigger, so your creature's the biggest it's going to be with all your exalted triggers. Loyal Retainers. This guy's pretty good. We'll go over him a little bit more later in the video. I'll show you what I do with him. Recruiter of the Guard. It gets up most of the creatures I have in my deck. This deck is very like a toolboxy kind of style. So most situations I can get out of. Rishkar, he seems pretty good. I haven't really played him a whole lot. I just recently put him in my deck. So, yeah. Thalia. Thalia is really good. Oracle Moldiah, just more mana. Clever Impersonator. Good for copying anything. Linval is really good, especially with like generals that have effects, tap effects. Resto Angel, good old Resto Angel save stuff, gets extra ETB triggers. Good with, I mean, most creatures are good with War Shards, but Glenolindra, she's really good too. Actually, it's kind of cool, like with her and I guess Pishkar, Supply Mark Angel. Everything gets exalted. Magnificent in Rafiq. Sigarda, Host of Hurons. Again, she's probably the best attacker in the deck with the Hexproof. Karmic Guide just brings back stuff. Genesis, again, just brings back more stuff from my graveyard that dies. Cataclysmic Gearhork. It's really nice to have like a board wipe that you can search up like in a creature deck. Because sometimes some players' stuff just gets out of control. Revelark, I have nothing but good things to say about Revelark, especially in a low casting cost deck. Prime Speaker, super good. Combos well with a lot of other cards. Sun Titan brings back all your stuff. Or most of the stuff in my deck. Elishnorn. Yeah, most white decks should be playing Elishnorn. It's just such a good card. Avacyn. This gives all my stuff indestructible. Emrakul. Super good beater. And the protection from instances is really good. So typically with him, you can do some survival shenanigans. Like you pitch something to go get Emrakul, then you pitch Emrakul, and then go get Mr. Loyal Retainers, sacrifice Loyal Retainers, and put Emrakul back into play. You could do this with any of the big legendaries that you have, or any legendary creature at all, really. I do it with Avacyn or Elishnorn. Those are the main three. I mean, you could do it with like Vorinclex or Jin-Taxis, but I don't really play those two, as they're slightly OP. Then we have the lands, just a couple of basics, plains, islands. Now, I want to actually get all my basics to be the full out unhinged lands, but I just haven't got around to it. You have a Maya Coast. I'll probably be getting dropped for a Flooded Grove when I get one. I'm just going to run through these pretty fast. Gaia's Cradle. You have a Maya Hollow, Maze of Ith, Wasteland, Gavity Township, City of Brass, Command Tower, Reflecting Pool, Seaside Citadel, Temple of Plenty, Mystic 8, Wooded Bastion, Glacial Fortress, Sunpetal Grove, Hinterland Harbor, Stern Wildwood, Celestial Colonnade, Croson Verge, Windswept Heath, Flooded Strand, Misty Rainforest, Breeding Pool, Temple Garden, Hallowed Fountain, Savannah, Trop, and Tundra. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So that was my Rafiq EDH deck that I play with. How you guys built your Rafiq EDH deck? I know a lot of people like to play Infect or just straight super aggro. And I've also seen some decks that are like nothing but control and just Rafiq for their win condition. So just let me know how you built yours in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you.